Now, throughout tonight's show, we will be reminding you that on Wednesday, April 30th, we will have a live panel of experts right here in our studio to answer your questions and also give us the very latest on research into a cause and cure for Alzheimer's. If you'd like to email us your question, you can do so. Just email us at tmay, that's T-M-A-Y, at WXEL.org and mark it Alzheimer's. If you need help right now, call the helpline number which is on your screen, and we will be giving that out throughout the show. That number will take you directly to a real live person who is skilled in answering any number of questions relating to the disease and relating to caregiving. A person like Lauren Young, who has been picking up the phone and helping people right here in our area for years.
Alzheimer's Association 24-hour helpline, this is Lauren. How can I help you?
Licensed therapist Lauren Young has been helping frightened families for 4 years.
The idea is that caregivers need support round the clock, whether it be for dementia-specific resources, or it may be that they need information on how to deal with a challenging behavior or issue related to their loved one.
With the second highest call volume in the country, Lauren speaks to an average of 200 local families every month. Calls can range from caregivers dealing with family dynamics to all types of crises.
Crisis calls really fall into different categories. There's what someone might perceive as their own personal crisis. In other words, they're beginning to deal with emotions or feelings or behavioral issues or challenges that are new to them, and they're frightened and they're really feeling an internal sense of crisis. And those calls are very, very common. And then there's what I would consider a true clinical crisis, where we may have to involve outside agencies such as Adult Protective Services, where perhaps someone is being neglected or lives alone and cannot take care of themselves, or perhaps there's been an escalation of behavioral issues and there's violence in the home. And so those kind of true clinical crisis calls we certainly do get as well.
Recently, helpline clinicians have seen an increase in calls made by baby boomers, who are themselves concerned about getting the debilitating disease.
They want to know, what are the signs, what are the symptoms, what do I need to be looking out for, and is there anything I can do? And there absolutely is. We have a wonderful program called Maintain Your Brain, and so the idea is that there are some things we can do to take control of this.
Lauren says what's really important to realize is that no matter the concern, by calling this number, all callers will be speaking to a licensed clinician 7 days a week at absolutely no cost.
Be able to call and speak to a skilled clinician and not have to wait to hear from someone or not know how to reach out for help, I think is very valuable. There's always a way to work with caregivers to help them, and I believe the phone is a powerful tool to do that. Hi Denise, how can I help you today?
5 warning signs of Alzheimer's disease: memory loss, difficulty performing familiar tasks, problems with language, disorientation to time and place, poor or decreased judgment. The Alzheimer's Association helpline is 1-800-272-3900. Online, www.alz.org.
Now, the gradual decline of a person suffering with Alzheimer's or dementia is a very slow and painful process. And as you saw in that first story, it's not just for the patient, but also for the loved ones who suddenly find themselves as the sole caregivers of someone who is in need of much time and attention. There is one program in place locally that offers both help and hope to the patient and the family members who care for them. Here's more.
Ellie, there's something about going to New Jersey.
This is the face of Alzheimer's, and this, and this. It's a progressive, fatal disease that does not discriminate, striking men and women of all walks of life. And this is the face of a caregiver whose entire life is dedicated to caring for the once vibrant man she loves.
He's become very childlike. If you say no, he says yes. If he wants it now. He'll act up. And he has no reasoning abilities. That's the sad part.
Bertha Moses has found welcome relief here among this group of other seniors who also suffer from some form of dementia. Each day, the Mayvolan Senior Center offers adult daycare for those who cannot be left alone but still need a way to stay active.
It gives me a chance to get my marketing done, my personal things done, and it's quiet time for me.
On this day, participants enjoy a lively discussion about current events. take part in age-appropriate exercises, and enjoy their favorite hobbies. It's all part of an individually crafted program designed to meet the specific needs of the senior, working at their level of capacity while also serving the often neglected family members who have the burden of providing their care.
For the caregiver, the family caregiver, the relief is that your loved one is cared for in a secure, loving, supportive environment. On top of which, it is frequently the case that because they now engage on a daily basis with people, their level of interaction with the family is higher. They're less agitated when they're home.
With roughly 460,000 seniors in Palm Beach County and an ever-increasing percentage suffering from dementia, the need for adult daycare has never been greater. Daycare is much cheaper to society than older alternatives. A whole year of 5-day-a-week daycare costs about $13,000, while putting someone in an institution costs about $125,000 for the same year. And daycare is much more fulfilling for the patient, who still gets to enjoy the presence and love of his or her family.
Family caregiving is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year after year after year after year. We've often seen caregivers who come in who are in worse physical condition than the person who's coming into daycare.
Every program is designed to maximize the experience for the entire family.
That's a neat thing about paintings, is that they can just open up memories that you haven't thought about in a long time.
Well, I do think about my mother and the lilacs in the driveway, lining the driveway.
This is no average art class.
What we're trying to accomplish through this is to get to a place that's called sustained attentive focus. Once we have that and people, we've got them engaged and they're into it, the brain can actually stimulate a natural process that's called neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity just means the brain can change. Okay, let's make sure that our table is nice and straight. We have seen amazing improvements just in a 30-minute period.
Our role here is to keep people alive and living. That's what we do. And to give them, the family, the support they need so that people can have wonderful days.
Now, those in charge of May Volan are working very hard to expand their programs and offer similar daycare throughout the county. You will find out more about that on our live show. That's April 30th at 7 p.m. So make plans to join us. And remember, send us your email questions for our expert panel to teama@wxel.org.
How to maintain a healthy brain. Connect with others. Take brain health to heart. Maintain body weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol. Eat less fat and more antioxidant-rich foods. Exercise.